And as a result, I'm confident that reserves will not enter, that bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council. So I think the role of the disruptors and anything that is using distributed ledger technology, whether you call it crypto, assets, currencies, or whatever, and it's far from the bitcoins.
Of the world. Creating a working group to advise the White House on a regulatory framework and legislative proposals, including evaluating the creation of a potential U.S. digital asset stockpile.
It was, potentially a strategic reserve, but I see a lot of fundamental flaws in XRP in particular.
When I see something like Ripple,
they try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all of them empty.
If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness as XRP gets in position to break for $4. We got the BTC maxis spreading more XRP FUD. Did Ripple cross the line? They're misinforming their audience as XRP taps $3.15. It must be close to a XRP breakout. Shout out to the latest sub. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, throw on those pilot shades, buckle up, because the future's extra bullish. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We're at the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at $3.72 trillion, up almost 0.5% in the past 24. We got XRP right around 314, 315, BTC right around 105,000. We got ETH right around 32, 33 hundo. We got Stellar, XLM in the number 16 spot right around 43 cents. Meanwhile, as the BTC maxis continue to spread FUD, we got bullish Grayscale files for an XRP ETF with the New York Stock Exchange. I hope you were loading up on those XRPs. You got one from Easy A at Big News, Gigabrains. The XRP RLUSD AMM goes live today. And to celebrate, our co-founder explains why this is one of his favorite things to launch on the XRP Ledger yet.
Favorite thing about them is actually where it talks about the DEX. Because the XRP Ledger DEX is a great example of how you don't actually need smart contracts in order to have a thriving DeFi system on a blockchain. So if you want to learn more about it, go check it out in the Easy app.
We got one from Securitize. Securitize expands its Inc. blockchain powered by Kraken. Tokenized real-world assets are expanding. We got Bank XRP. The CEO of Securitize discusses Ripple and XRP, explaining how tokenized treasuries are transforming the financial landscape and making real-world assets more accessible.
I'm Carlos Domingo. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Securitized. So I started the company in late 2017. Now that was like kind of the first wave of excitement about tokenization. Crypto was very small when I started the company. It was like a 20 billion industry. Now it's a 2 trillion industry. So when blockchain started, I just felt like this should be the same technology layer should be applied to regulated instruments to make them easier to transact, easier to trade, and easier to purchase. So here at Swell, we just had a panel focused on tokenization. What are the kind of asset classes that we think are going to be likely to be tokenized next? Today, treasuries obviously is the largest category. We've been having a relationship with Ripple for many years, so it's great to see how the company has expanded their vision from the initial work they were doing in cross-border payments into many other areas, including tokenization. So we're very excited about a lot of the discussions and potential partnerships that we're discussing with Ripple.
Subject views: the United States government is going to implement domestically developed blockchain technology to enhance transparency and fiscal expenditure. Choose wisely.
President Trump, meanwhile, signed an executive order last week aiming to make the United States the crypto capital of the world, creating a working group to advise the White House on a regulatory framework and legislative proposals, including evaluating the creation of a potential U.S. digital asset stockpile. Period. What do you think about that?
Okay. This executive order really sets the tone from the top, which is something that's been deeply needed. Maria, you mentioned some of the issues we've had in AI, particularly in competition with China. This is not the only advanced technology where the U.S. has completely fallen behind China and other nations globally. The U.S. is not the crypto capital of the world today. A lot of the investments, the development, the innovation is not happening here. It's happening in Asia. It's happening in the Middle East. It's happening everywhere else but here. Why? Because we've had very poor leadership on this issue. So we were very proud to see President Trump come out and acknowledge the critical importance of cryptocurrencies, recognizing this is an advanced technology. It's important for the national security and the economic security of the nation that we lead in the development of all advanced technologies. That includes digital financial technologies like blockchain. So this creates and is the start of a new era, which will help bring home so much of that investment and innovation that has left the United States throughout the Biden administration.
Yeah, that's a great.
Meanwhile, Zaman Wallet 3.31 brings a major change to monetization. No more paywalls, only per use fees in the XRP on Ledger. No more Google and Apple Pay. XRP and other payments remain free. Trading activity will have a small fee paid in XRP. We got Build on Stellar. Could not be more excited about this partnership. We're honored to be supporting and innovating alongside the organization that transforms so many lives globally. The power of blockchain, baby. UNDP is teaming up with Stellar to leverage blockchain for financial inclusion and sustainable development. This partnership harnesses the open source tools for secure, low-cost digital payments, cross-border transactions, and streamlined humanitarian aid. Stellar, UNDP. Meanwhile, BTC maxis who didn't trade out their BTC for XRP. We got Crypto R Us. Robinhood CEO wants to use crypto to allow normal people to invest in companies before they go public.
But now CEO Vlad Tenev wants to do more. Tenev wants to use crypto to kick open the doors of investing in companies before they go public, something currently reserved only for higher net worth individuals. In an op-ed today in the Washington Post entitled, "An Investing Revolution is Coming, the U.S. Isn't Ready for It," he writes, quote, "The current wealth-based accreditation requirements for private investments are nonsensical and anachronistic. We should start thinking of crypto in a different way, as a technology that enables a new era of ultra-inclusive and customizable investing fit for this century. The world is tokenizing, and the United States should not get left behind." Vlad Tenev, the author of that op-ed, joins me now in a Fox Business exclusive. Vlad, how do you envision crypto as the vehicle for regular retail investors who have waited and wanted to buy shares in pre-IPO companies, but they haven't been able to?
I think there's a big problem, which is that if you're a retail investor right now and you want to invest in AI, it is very, very clear that they do, judging by the market activity yesterday and the overnight on Sunday, you don't have too many options. OpenAI is a private company, over 150 billion valuation. It's only available to select few insiders. And it's not like it was in the 80s where companies could go public at small valuations. The IPO process has gotten cumbersome. Only the biggest companies can do it. And that limits opportunities and upside to retail investors. And so I think that we're in a bit of a strange place when highly speculative assets are free for retail to invest in, but high quality, productive technology startups that are generating significant revenue are off limits. And I think that we now have an administration that's crypto friendly and retail friendly, and we see an opportunity to fix this major problem.
The transformation of wealth is upon us. Shout out to the pink dots. We got one from Tipper, XRP Ledger. Daily reminder, don't forget to claim the rewards from the Rich Ducks Crypto Club and the Daily Faucet from Tipper. Hold one NFT plus 1,000 RDC, get 100 RDCs. Also, don't forget to hit richducks.club to get your NFT staking. Don't miss out on the monthly airdrops that go out on the first. TikTok. Subject views. Justin, ECB President Christine Lagarde says Bitcoin will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council. It was always XRP.
On a completely different topic, your Czech counterpart yesterday said that his institution will assess including Bitcoin into foreign currency reserves. And US President Trump has backed the idea of a national strategic Bitcoin reserve. What do you think about such ideas? Is that something the ECB is looking into? Thanks.
On this matter that you referred to, and whether reserves of central bank should or could include Bitcoins, I think there is a view around the table of the Governing Council, and most likely the General Council as well, that reserves have to be liquid, that reserves have to be secure, that they have to be safe, that they should not be plagued by the suspicion of money laundering or other criminal activities. And as a result, I'm confident that reserves will not enter, that bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council. I had a good conversation with my colleague from the Czech Republic, and I leave it to him to make whatever announcement he wants to make, but I'm confident that he's convinced, as we all are, of the necessity to have liquid, secure and safe reserves.
XRP, faster, cheaper, more secure, more liquid. BTC is not safe with the 51% attack in China owning over 50% of the mining pools. XRP is clearly shaking the system. And in case you missed it, DLT, distributed ledger technology like XRPs, clearly shaking the system and is far from the Bitcoins.
So I think the role of the disruptors and anything that is using distributed ledger technology, whether you call it crypto, assets, currencies or whatever, and it's far from the Bitcoins that we used to talk about a year ago, that is clearly shaking the system.
Know what you hold? You ain't get the memo. Bitcoin was a demo. The AI, the 21st century is going to be a series of competing digital networks of value. Sounds like a competitive level playing field where there's no regulatory favoritism.
The 21st century is going to be a series of competing digital networks of value. Some of those are going to be decentralized like Bitcoin with no central operator, but tens of thousands, if not millions of people operating nodes in the system. Other systems are going to be highly centralized, some of them run by nation states like China with its digital yuan and Europe with its digital euro, and some centralized and run by private sector big tech companies like PayPal or Circle. And others are going to be fractionalized deposits or digitized digital accounts at financial institutions, tokenized deposits. And some are going to be operated by states. I think I heard this morning that Florida is toying with the idea of a digital Florida coin that will be legal tender in Florida. And I don't know whether that passes constitutional muster. But we're going into a very different 21st century world that's not going to be the kind of unified world of the 20th century, unified around the dollar. And we're going to have to ask ourselves some key questions. How do we future-proof the dollar for this world? How do we preserve its reserve currency status if we can? And most importantly, how do we preserve the values that the dollar has traditionally stood for? The values of free trade, free enterprise, and most importantly, freedom to engage in commerce free of government surveillance and government censorship.
Transformation of value, the transformation of wealth is upon us. All roads lead to the bridge. XRP, faster, cheaper, more efficient. Banks, institutions are on their way to pump our bags up. Pump our bags up. We got Emi Yoshikawa, AMM clawback is live on the XRP Ledger mainnet now. Excited to see XRP RLUSD pair in the XRP Ledger DEX AMM. Congrats to the XRP Ledger community. DeFi on the XRP unlocked. We got sentiment feed. Since its dip 3 days ago, XRP's market has quickly rebounded 13.4%. 4.34 million non-empty wallets currently hold less than 100 XRP, currently $300, 313 or less. This is approximately 71.5% of the 6.7 million total non-empty wallets currently sitting on the XRP ledger. We got egg-grad crypto with XRP currently at $3.10 and historically XLM being about 25%, 35% of XRP's value. Let us take a low bound, which is around 25%. Then XLM should be ideally around 80 cents right now as it approaches its all-time highs. XRP, $5. Stellar XLM, $1.75. Dark Defender, close above 315. Engines full throttle. XRP will continue melting faces. And we take a look at the BTC dominance here when XRP hit the 290 high right here, December 3rd, 2024. You see here, Bitcoin dominance hit a bottom here. And when XRP tapped $3.40 mid-January here, you can see once again, BTC dominance hit a low here. And as BTC dominance is currently falling here, get ready for another low as XRP breaks $4, $5. And currently XRP tapping that $3.15 wall once again. Once we break $3.15, $3.20, and $3.40, $4, $5 inbound for XRP, and we must be close to a breakout because FUD's at an all-time high once again. XRP FUD is kicking up as we're about to break for $4.
I see the downside less in terms of impacting Bitcoin in particular and more pertaining to other altcoins, specifically Ripple. There's a lot of positive sentiment in the market for Ripple right now and a lot of excitement around Ripple as potentially a strategic reserve. But I see a lot of fundamental flaws in XRP in particular, and honestly view a strategic reserve backed by Ripple as being the demise of the network itself for a number of reasons.
Ripple, in my opinion, crossed the line uphold. Do you agree or disagree? Are you pro BTC or pro XRP or pro utilitarian and utility coins? Know what you hold?
And when I see something like Ripple lobbying privately as a for-profit corporation to undermine this idea of a positive announcement that's in the best interest of the people, in the best interest of the public, that's changing the tide of the last century of American economic announcements and monetary policy against the public, against the people, and really changing the momentum in our direction as a country and the leader of the free world. Ripple is bringing us back to all of the awful announcements that are against the best interest of the public that I just walked us through, right? This is private lobbying acting as innovation, acting as a public good and service.
Don't fall for the media trickery as the BTC maxis kick up new XRP FUD as XRP gears and gets in position to break for new all-time highs, $4, $5.89. Know what you hold, know what's coming, and know why. They want you out. What will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open? And XRP's true price is finally revealed. We'll catch you up here on the mothership. BYOB, bring your own bags, be your own bank, be your own boss. And don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. The best is still yet to come. See you at the tippy top. Later, glitches.
Later, glitches.
Maxi and C, it could not scale. Moon fam dancing, that rocket got stealth. Shitcoin, put it on the shelf. We headed towards the wealth. BTC, Maxi, Patsy, Moon fam clapping, they could not tell. Sheep trying to sell when it didn't turn out well. Blink of an eye, red candle, it all fell. Bitcoin was a demo, you ain't get the memo. Net memos, SEC said, oh, we blasting off the ghetto. Big bags on me, middle finger to the devil.